This is me at age 7, and this is also me. To be standing here in Coloma refugee camp feels so surreal. I'm overcome with so much emotion. This very ground as we're born and spent the first 7 in my life. I think many people are surprised to hear that I regret I'm bring here in coma, but I was happy. I was smart. I had friends, and above all, I had hope for a better future. That's not to say that we didn't have optical. I mean, uh, I mean, boy, were there struggles. I would sometimes get sick with malaria and didn't always know where our next meal would come from. But the sense of community that is here in Konkoma and pride that everyone here possesses is simply unparalleled. When I was younger, I remember conflicts breaking out. That tends to happen when people come from different backgrounds and don't speak the same language. Eventually, slowly, the main language here became uncommon law. I made friends with the kids and even started embracing some their cultures, celebrating holidays like Christmas. Even through I was realized Muslim. The other kids would embrace my culture as well, sometimes even praying right alongside me. It was easy as a children to come together, blend all over beliefs, to form our own unique multicultural environment. My name is Halima Aden, and I am a black Muslim Somali American from Kenya. Some have called me Trailblazer. I was the first Muslim homecoming queen at my high school, the first Somali student senator, and the first hijab wearing a woman in many places like Miss Minnesota, USA, Beauty runways of Milan and New York fashion weeks, and even on her historic cover of British Vogue. As you can see, I'm not afraid to be the first to step out of on to take risk and speak and seek, because that's what being a minority is about. It's about it's about using yourself as a vessel to create change and being a human representation for the power of diversity. And now I use my platform to spread an important message of acceptance. But it hasn't was it to been easy. When we first arrived to United States and made St. Louis home, I remember asking my mom, "Is really America?" There was things that were sadly familiar, like hearing gunshot and streets looking impoverished. But there were things that were also very different, Like when I started first grade, I noticed that the kids played in groups. In America, we call them clubs. Back here, we all played together. Gender didn't matter, and race most certainly never mattered. I remember asking myself, why don't they understand Swahili? Swahili is the language that brings people together. To make matters worse, the school I was enrolled didn't have an English immersion program. So every day I would get up to go to school, sit in my desk, and never learn a thing. This is when I started losing hope, and I wanted nothing more than return to Komkoma and refugee camp. Soon my mother learned that many Somalis found refuge and in a small town in Mustona. So when I was 8, we moved to Minnesota. My life changed as I met other students who spoke Somali, attended school that had an English program, and found teachers that would go above and beyond, staying the other, staying thereafter, dedicated to helping me find success in the classroom. Being a child refugee has taught me that one could be stripped of everything: food, shelter, clean drinking water, even friendship. But the one thing that no one could ever take is your education. So I made studying my top priority and soon started flourishing within classroom. As I grew older, I became more aware and how they viewed my race in back room. Specifically, when I started wearing the hijab, when I first started wearing it, I was excited. I remember admiring my mother's, and I wanted to emulate her beauty. But when I started middle school, the students teased me about not hearing me hair, so I started showing them my hair, something that goes against my beliefs that, but something felt pressure to go. I wanted so badly to fit a little time. When I reflect on the issues of race, religion, identity, a lot of painful memories came to mind. It would be easy for me to blame from making me feel I painful. But when I think deeper, I also recognize that the most impactful, positive, life-changing events that have happened to me are thanks to those people who are different. It was at this moment I decided to step outside of and to complete an in pageant wearing a hijab in bikini. I saw that as an opportunity to be a voice for women who like myself that felt under depressing. And also I didn't capture That experience opened so many people. I was receiving emails and messages from women all over the world telling me that inspired them by simply staying true to myself. The other first kept coming. I was invited to New York City by fashion icon to shoot my first e- editorial. It was around this time that I became the first hijab wearing model, and in my first year I graced the covers of 9 fashion magazines. I was worldwide to see the list, but with all overnight success, there is one thing that remains constant. That's that that could be what bring me back to Kuma, the place that I call him. And just a few months ago, something incredible happened to me. I was in New York City and a photo show when I met South model who also happened to be born right here in Konkoma. That experience it itself is definition of hope, and I mean just imagine two girls born in the same refugee camp refu- re, first time of the cover of Page. I was given the distinct pleasure of opening up UNICEF, knowing firsthand the work that they do for children in need. And I want you to remember that also the children here may refugees, their children. They deserve every opportunity to flourish, to hope, to dream, to be successful. My story began right here in Kankoma refugee camp, a place of hope. Thank you.